Let's switch now to our ongoing coverage around the elections in Lesotho. Political instability will not stop this year's elections in the Mountain Kingdom. In fact, at least 60 political parties, we're told, will battle it out. We've seen a decline in the number of voters over the last few elections. And the worry is that there could be even less to turn out today. To get you a sense of what to expect, political analyst Dr. Tlohang Letsie is with the National University of Lesotho. He joins us now live via our video link this morning. Doc, it's great to have you on the program. Thanks so much indeed for making time. So much of the reportage around these elections this morning is around political instability and the failure by legislatures to pass constitutional reforms that would arrest that problem. In fact, some people are going as far as to say that perhaps today's elections are doomed before they start. Is that an exaggeration?
Well, yes, I think it is an exaggeration to say that they are doomed even before they start. Yes, reforms were very, very important, but I would not think they were the defining feature for the elections. There is still hope that after the elections, if we have a rational parliament, we might continue with the reforms. So there is still hope. We cannot simply say that they are doomed even before they start.
Sure. And the hope will be desperately needed because according to some studies, 30% of people in Lesotho are living with less than 30 rand a day. That, I think, depending on where the dollar is less than $2 a day, so to speak. How many people are hopeful that things will change, at least insofar as that is concerned, after these elections?
Well, I think it's a well-known fact that in Lesotho, particularly in the past, the elections were never about issues per se, but they were about alliances to parties. But this time around, particularly after the COVID-19 pandemic, the economy in Lesotho has not only weakened, but it has almost collapsed. So we have the economy now being one of the issues that people are taking into elections. As we go into elections now, a lot of people are hopeful that they want to make change, particularly the young people and the young unemployed graduates. So yes, there are quite a number of people who are hopeful that with this election they are going to make change to try to arrest the increasing levels of poverty. You are right, poverty is very, very rife in Lesotho as we speak.
Yeah. You know, many will also tell you that each election is a referendum on the incumbent. Let's take stock of how well the ABC has done, given, you know, the kind of leadership challenges they faced. I mean, from Tom Thabane having to step down because of those murder charges, and then there was Moeketsi Majoro. But now we're told of Nkakukabi, who's actually been put forward as a front runner for the ABC. Is this the man who you reckon will bring stability to the organization and lead them to victory?
It's very, very difficult to say, particularly because he comes at a very, very challenging time when, unlike in the past elections, we had the ABC and the DC then being the only two favorites. But this time around, we are having these other new parties like the Revolution for Prosperity, the Basotho Action Party, that are favorites in themselves. So it is very difficult to think of Kabi as being the favorite. The circumstances that he finds himself in. Of course, he has done a lot of improvement since Thabane left. Many of the ABC followers were quite disillusioned, but we see now some of their members coming back. So if he were to be the Prime Minister, so suppose the ABC wins and Kabi were to be the Prime Minister, honestly speaking, I don't think he has what it takes. He is a little bit, in my view, somehow inexperienced. So it would be some sort of a challenge for him.
Sure, we do know he was the former health minister before this moment. Well, thanks for your take, Doc. I can hear the skepticism in your voice. We'll certainly watch the elections in Lesotho as they continue to unfold throughout the course of the day. But for now, let me thank you for your time and your insights. Dr. Tlohang Letsie is with the National University of Lesotho, joining us there from the Mountain Kingdom.